time to complete the summer barbecue, and that means something sweet. A struggle take on a strawberry shortcake. Strawberry swirl shortcake. Life can be a struggle, but a good meal doesn't have to be. We can make creative, nutritious, and inventive dishes that won't break the bank. We'll eat well and save money, because that's what we do. Welcome to Struggle Meals. Let's start off this dish with a little bit of buttermilk. If you have buttermilk on hand, obviously you should use it, but I don't often have it on hand, so here's a little hack to make instant buttermilk. 1 cup of milk and a squeeze of lemon. A little stir, setting that aside, letting that continue to curdle. Now our dry ingredients. 3 cups of flour, baking powder, baking soda, salt. Mixing till well combined. Very satisfying. Now we've got to cream our butter and sugar. Normally, this is done in a mixer because it's a little bit intensive. This is a struggle kitchen. We're gonna do it by hand. And the first thing you've got to do to set yourself up for success is make sure the butter's been sitting out for 2 hours. This has to be soft. Butter goes in, sugar. We're just gonna mash up the butter first, just to try to get the process on its way in the queue. You gotta cream the butter and the sugar because it makes them light and fluffy. You want light and fluffy? I want light and fluffy. Cream your butter and sugar. So now that the butter and sugar have combined, we've gotta mix it up even harder and get some air in there. We're gonna use the Struggle Stand Mixer 7500. So I'm just like pushing down and scraping here. Just work this like you're mixing eggs, and you'll realize you don't need to have a high-powered, expensive machine to make this happen. Look at this, looks great. Let's get eggs in here, one at a time. Egg number 2. Third egg. All right, at this point, I can definitely use Grandma's whisk, vanilla for flavor, and some yogurt. This is for richness and tang. This is looking pretty good. Now, all we have is the power of human. So we gotta do this in stages here, just so that we don't burn out the motor. You know what I'm talking about? So I'm putting about 1/3 of my flour, and check out our buttermilk. It has curdled quite a bit. Let's put like half of that. Nice, coming in with a little more flour. All the flour's in, here comes the rest of the milk. Homogeny has been achieved once again. All right. So this looks really well incorporated and nice, but remember, we're trying to get a strawberry swirl thing happening here. So I'm gonna take a little bit of our batter out so that I can make that gorgeous, colorful topping. So strawberries are in season right now, which means they're more cost effective, but they're still pretty pricey. So I'm gonna stretch the flavor by adding a little bit of strawberry jam inside the cake. Brilliant. About a cup of jam. Obviously it makes sense for this to be strawberry because we're using strawberries. Mixing this up. Not worrying about the swirl right now. Beautiful, look at that. Here we go. We're gonna create layers. About half of our batter right now. Smooth it all out here. All right, coming in with our strawberry layer now. Spreading that out. Now to make the swirl, we're gonna dollop the rest of our batter on top of the strawberry layer. Let's swirl. Something like that. That way, and this way. Just a grid pattern. Yet another gorgeously colorful summertime dish. Let's bake this one up. My cake is cooling, so I'm working on my toppings. Some strawberries. These strawberries are fresh. We're gonna let them, sit on top and live their best lives. In order to extract even more strawberry flavor, we're gonna macerate these. And that is not a physical act of mashing, but it is an acidic and sugary solution that extracts flavor. We'll cut a lemon in half. We'll get that over our strawberries. Let the acid start drawing the strawberry moisture out. We're gonna hit this with some sugar. This process right here is just gonna make this extra juicy. We're gonna get even more strawberry flavor. It's already happening, you can see it, look at that. Set this aside, let time do its magic. So let's get some whipped cream going. Whip the cream. Oh man, my forearm's killing me right now. Let's get a little powdered sugar in there. All right, I think we're there. This is completely cooled. Let's make it happen. Strawberries. Look at how juicy they look. 80 cents a serving. What a great way to end a summer barbecue, don't you think? I'm gonna bite into this. It looks amazing. You know what I'm finding is that real good whipped cream and macerated strawberries are so delicious. It's just easy going, super moist, delicious, light. This is just the perfect end to a summer's day.